guys, it isn't officially announced, right? But something is brewing for Kaspa on Binance, because these guys basically are offering this: mine BTC or Kaspa on Binance pool to share an extra bonus of 88,000 Kaspa. And usually when they do such things, right, that means that they are very, very close to list certain project, because you know, you got these giveaways and all of this. Guys, something big can potentially be brewing, okay? And now we've got new listing for Big One on Big One exchange that I never heard about. But guys, obviously this is still good, right? More listings, more liquidity that's going to flow into network of Kaspa. And of course, guys, this is something that we all want, right? Binance listing. But I guess good things are coming, all right? And on top of that, guys, Kala uploaded this: Kaspa having worst top 100 coins performance over 90 days. So in other words, you are buying now Kaspa at the bottom, right? Because guys, everybody's chasing these pumps for BTC right now, right? Because we're so close to 100k, and people even selling their altcoins, right? Not necessarily Kaspa, but just whichever altcoins they're holding, because they are not performing that well versus Bitcoin. But we are going to get into dominance very, very soon. So I believe that Kaspa is currently at good buying levels, guys. And please don't get me wrong, okay? Because yesterday I have uploaded video about other coins, right? I'm bullish on all of them, okay? On overall market, especially Kaspa. Obviously, Kaspa is a totally different story. So guys, let's have a look at Kaspa's chart. Let's do some quick analysis on a daily, sorry, 4 hourly, then daily, and then we are going to have a look at overall market sentiment. So that's 4 hourly, guys. And as you can clearly see, things are basically doing all right, because Kaspa, well, is still trading towards downward momentum. However, on 4 hourly, Kaspa is being supported by this uptrend in here, which is a definitely bullish thing. Okay, so what we are going to have to look towards to is breaking this downtrend, which we could potentially argue that, you know, Kaspa already broke this downtrend and now is basically retesting this downtrend. Okay, let's actually have a look at how it looks like on daily time frame. So guys, we can clearly see that Kaspa is still in uptrend, and I know, guys, we want huge pumps, but I believe that these pumps are going to come with the next leg up on the market. And of course, you know, once Kaspa is going to be available on much more exchanges, right? So guys, market cap for Kaspa can increase significantly, right? I don't know exactly how much. It could be 10x, 20x, 50x this cycle, right? Because obviously, guys, the momentum for Kaspa, if it comes to, you know, interactions on YouTube, is huge, right? My whole channel is pretty much about Kaspa, right? What does it mean? Many people are interested into Kaspa because this whole idea of decentralization and obviously block DAG technology. So guys, things are going towards good direction, and now Titan of Crypto uploaded this. We are basically very close to that altcoin season and these huge pumps, right? Because we are breaking outside of this whole downtrend that leads us back to the previous cycle. This is total crypto market cap that is excluding BTC on a weekly time frame, guys. Just looking at inflows, we can see that we've got inflows as of 27th of November, and yesterday nothing was really happening. So now we are still sitting at 78 greed, and looking at liquidity, guys, now everybody is longing BTC, all right? So that liquidity is slightly below, but obviously this is a smaller time frame. So let's actually go to 7 daily now, and let's have a look, right? So everybody is shorting BTC, right, on 7 daily. Let's have a look at liquidity for BTC, and then we are going to have a look at liquidity for our beloved Kaspa, right? Let me actually go right away to the weekly time frame. Let's monitor this. So we can see, guys, everybody is shorting Bitcoin, and we can see that liquidity is in here. So basically, if price of BTC is going to go and, you know, achieve that magical 100k, then potentially it might gonna pull back towards the downside, then dominance is going to drop, hopefully, and finally we can see some proper leg towards the upside for our beloved altcoins. Okay, so guys, let's have a look at Kaspa on all of the exchanges in here on 7 daily. So now everybody's shorting Kaspa, basically the same case as with BTC. Now, let's have a look at liquidity for our beloved Kaspa on Binance, but you get the point, right? There are many exchanges at the moment, and this list is constantly expanding, which is obviously a great thing. So, guys, could we see another flashy 14 cents 5 on a weekly for Kaspa to grab this liquidity? Because I believe that once these floodgates are going to open forecast for Binance, Coinbase, and of course we are still anticipating OKX listing and many others, then I believe we are not going to see such a huge volatility towards the downside. We are going to basically have much more liquidity being injected to network of Kaspa. And of course, guys, once these 10 bps per second are going to come out, that's going to be obviously a game changer. Now mentioning about future developments for Kaspa. So guys, let's actually have a look at some short time frame. This is Binance, I remind to everybody, 12 hourly. So guys, we see that we've got last bit of liquidity at 14 cents 6, right? So I could expect Kaspa dumping to this level. Well, let's see, 14 cents 7 on our chart. 14 cents 7, that is going to be just a couple of percent, I believe, but I know that some people are basically trading, right? So yeah, that is going to be basically just 2%, which is going to perfectly align with this level of support. So I don't think that this is something to be worried about, because after that, most likely, looking at liquidity, Kaspa can go towards these levels, right? So let's have a look at 24 hourly, and apologies for my voice, guys, I am getting hell of a sick. So we can see that liquidity is also at price of 15 cents 4, and obviously we are going to go from there. So looking at the weekly RSIs for most of the altcoins that are in top 100, I believe, we can see that we are not really that overheated. I mean, we are in strong over here, but lots of other coins are basically still in neutral territory, right? So, well, could we expect some pullback considering the fact that we are still in greed? Well, a week ago we're in extreme greed, right? Like, remember guys, we're in 90 something. So guys, market going towards the downside temporarily isn't anything bad in my opinion, because these pullbacks are very, very healthy. All right, so guys, let's go back to technicals. Let's see of how much potential we have for our Kaspa, right? And I'm not going to give you potential in terms of excess, but I'm going to give you a potential in terms of pumps. Okay, so guys, a very important thing that is actually happening, right? First of all, I want you to see the overall picture on a weekly for the dominance. Okay, let me just zoom it out further, and you can see, guys, right, that once this thing is going to break from this rising wedge towards the downside, altcoins are going to see significant upside. And what I see now on a daily time frame is that Bitcoin's dominance actually dipped below this line, which is a very important line. Okay, now it serves as a resistance, and as you guys can clearly see in here, this could be potentially a bearish retest. Let's actually have a look at 4 hourly, and let's see what is going on at 4 hourly. So could we potentially find some pattern in here? Let me actually change the color to some another bright color, and could we potentially argue that this is some kind of bear flag formation, which in this case is actually a bull flag, right, for our altcoins, right? Because Bitcoin's dominance has to drop. Also, one thing that we have to monitor is Ethereum dominance, because you know that following of that whole altcoin season, path to altcoin season, right? So money is flowing outside of BTC then to obviously Ethereum, right? Ethereum has experienced a little bit of a pump recently, and now Ethereum's dominance is going towards the downside. So what does it mean, guys? Dominance of altcoins outside of top 10 is basically going towards the upside. So this is 4 hourly, guys. This is obviously a very short-term thing, but we can see that we had a proper bounce from this level, but we have so much of potential in here for our beloved Kaspa and of course other coins, as you can clearly see. So this strong level of a support actually acted as a strong level of a support for these altcoins, and now we are going towards the upside. So let's have a look at another chart, basically that's everything that's excluding Ethereum and BTC. So that's weekly, guys. So as you can see clearly, we are reaching previous all-time highs almost, which means that could we see a little bit of a pullback? Well, definitely not out of the question, but it's not necessarily said that it's going to happen. But overall, we have so much of potential for this market for altcoins, okay, and of course for our Kaspa, right? So guys, for people that are basically saying that Kaspa is shit, well, I'll tell you the story with Solana, right? I always say, you know, that story about Solana. Well, maybe not always, but sometimes. I basically bought Solana when it was at, you know, Kaspa's levels at the moment, when everybody was shitting at Solana, when it was at $8, $10, $20 and all of this. I was accumulating Solana. So Solana basically allowed me to, you know, distribute my portfolio across different altcoins, strong altcoins that I believe will gonna kind of deliver strong gains, and that's how I basically play this game. I'm not telling you how you should play your game, but basically that's no brainer. I think, you know, going into altcoins that are basically pumping like crazy at the moment is definitely not a good thing to do in my opinion, right? Because pullback and taking profits could occur. Okay guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this quick update, and as always, I will see you in the next one, and peace and love crypto.